Supermarket soundtrack by Logic. Logic wrote a novel titled Supermarket. The novel is a darkly funny, psychological thriller about a guy named Flynn that works at a supermarket. He dropped a surprise soundtrack for the novel as well. On the soundtrack, we see Logic try his hand at alternative rock music. How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Supermarket soundtrack by Logic.
Supermarket soundtrack
Bobby bestseller.
by your favorite rapper, your other favorite rapper, Logic. I think this is your favorite rapper, right?
He's one of them. Yes.
Okay. How you feel about this album artwork?
Simple and plain. Straight to the point. Supermarket. Kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of I forget what it is. It reminds me of I don't know why the font reminds me of Stranger Things or something like that, but just I don't know, it just stands out. But just text, orange reddish background. That's it.
Yeah, I mean it's the same cover that the book has.
Mhm.
It's just 100% symmetrical at this point.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's the same album, same as the book.
Yep.
Nothing special. It's simple, to the point. You get it.
Yep.
I want to talk about the book for a quick second. So if you didn't read the book and you don't want to hear it being spoiled, go ahead about a minute.
Okay.
Like skip ahead about a minute. You don't want me to spoil it.
Well, go ahead, because I kind of read summaries. So go
Okay,
ahead.
because basically, the book to me was it's like a six-hour book if you're listening to the audio book. It starts off, I want to say like the first 2, maybe 3 hours wasn't as interesting, but once like the little fight club
That's
twist
what a
happened,
lot of reviews said.
the little fight club twist happened, it started getting actually pretty interesting. Before that, it was just kind of blah blah blah, and it's kind of just feeds into Logic as a rapper. Like he's using a toothpick from time to time. Like some of the things he says just remind you of stuff Logic would say.
Okay.
So the main character isn't Logic, but it comes off as Logic. He's dealing with like a schizophrenic thing where he's having episodes and he thinks his character that he made up in his book is real, but it's really kind of him making it up because he's schizophrenic.
Okay.
But I just want to say that by the time I got to the end of the book, I actually really liked the book.
Okay,
And
that's
I
what's
thought
up.
Logic did a dope job writing, so I think he should continue to write books
That's
because
what's
this
up.
was
That's
good.
good.
I
That's
just
good.
want him to just make it a little bit more interesting, like early on. Like he
Okay.
tried to do the Quentin Tarantino where it starts at the end and then
Ah,
and I hate Quentin Tarantino. I really do. But aside from that, it was a pretty good book.
That's what's up.
I just want to say that. Now, when we get to the album, though, a soundtrack is a whole nother story. You know those movies where it's like they trash, but they got a cult following?
Yeah.
Like Howard the Duck. Like most people say the movie's trash, but I like it.
Okay.
But there's like a club of people that love the Howard the Duck movie.
Yeah.
And there's those movies and there's albums too. This is one of them albums where it's just straight trash, but I guarantee you it's going to have a cult following.
Why is that?
Because let me talk about my highlights. Like I like Bohemian Rhapsody. I hated it when I first heard it. I ain't even gonna lie. I was just like, yo, man, what the fuck is Logic doing?
Why did you
And
hate it at first? I'm
just
interested.
because.
I
Don't name that.
I
joint
knew it. I
Bohemian
knew it.
I was just
Yo,
like,
when you said that, I was like, you hate it because of the name.
yeah,
Because he really didn't do.
You set.
You
a
set the
standard
and he
by-
didn't meet that standard.
Yeah.
I feel you on that, and I thought about that exactly when you say you didn't like it. You was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, what the fuck is he doing? Because when he said Bohemian Rhapsody, I'm like, what are you about to try? Just name it something else. Just call it Trap City. No Bohemian. Or just call it, no matter what he would have said,
Right.
everybody would have thought the same thing.
Yeah.
But after hearing the book and like they play like the instrumentals
Okay.
at the beginning.
Oh, so in the audio book they
chapters.
actually do it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so there's instrumentals, but it doesn't seem like the songs really have much to do with the book. It's
Okay.
just like it sounds like some of the
Kind
titles are
of
loosely
complements it a little
based.
bit. and
Yeah,
moves
just a
it.
little bit, but it is dope to hear the instrumentals when the chapters come in.
That's cool.
And I'm just like, yo, that's a dope transition.
That's a dope idea. Has
yeah.
anybody ever done that?
I mean, some of the audiobooks, they get really intense and they got like sound effects and stuff.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
remember Bronzeville?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like that.
Yeah,
okay.
like they was ODing.
Right.
The soundtrack.
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
fire. If
so
I ain't
kinda-
heard Bronzeville.
Yeah,
Go to
check-
your Apple,
that
go to
out.
your nearest podcast and download that today. You're
Yeah.
gonna feel like you listening to a movie.
Yeah,
and
most
you're gonna
definitely.
get super engrossed. But back to Logic. Can I kick it? I don't know who Judo is. Is that just Logic's code name because
No,
he wanted to
this-
kick it?
I don't know. You know what? That's a good question. I have to look that up.
Because I was just like, is Judo a real person or is it just Judo
I don't
because
know,
he
but he
wants to
sounded
kick it?
good though.
Yeah, that song was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's something about Supermarket that's kind of dope to me.
Yeah.
I want to say DeLorean. I really like DeLorean. Like
fire.
I just know, like when he hit that note, I was like, I just knew this is the note he was gonna hit.
Yeah.
Like Logic looked like he just been waiting to do that.
Yeah.
And those are pretty much my highlights.
Yeah, man. I actually like Bohemian Rhapsody.
No, I think it's okay now.
I just don't like,
especially when the beat changes.
Yeah, when the beat changes is dope. I feel like that's Logic's thing. That beat change, that's his like staple. Where every time he does that beat change, go to his flow, it's pretty dope. But I like the mood that he set on it. I don't think it deserves to be called Bohemian Rhapsody because of the name of the song that it's referencing. But it was cool. Can I Kick It was really, really dope. There's something about Pretty Young Girl that I like. I don't know what it is.
I know what that's the project in the whole though.
Yeah, it's something about it I like, but I'll get to like why I have this battle in my low lights. Supermarket, I feel like it works. Like that's just that song that he chose the right style, right pitch, right tone, right instruments and production, and I feel like that song really works as a title track. I feel like it captures the essence of the mood that he's trying to create and everything like that. By the Bridge, I really like that song a lot.
Really,
I like the lyrics in it. I like how he sings. I like it. I like it. And I'm probably Gonna Rock Your World. I dig with that. And DeLorean is really dope.
Lowlights, man. I wasn't feeling Time Machine at all. I didn't feel Supermarket. Baby, I like the interpolation of Biz Markie, but aside from that, I wasn't feeling it. By the Bridge, nope. That's Lemon Drop, nope. I'm pretty much Gonna Rock Your World, nope. Vacation for Myself, nope. I Love You Forever, nope. I just want to say, Logic, yes. Logic, the voice he was using to sing some of these joints was pure trash. There's no explanation for that. It just sounded bad. I'm just like, no, Logic, don't do that. It's just not good. Like, let's just please don't do that. Don't do that again. Like I said, I think his fans are going to latch on to this and be like, yo, this is my shit. It's like, I love the Lil Wayne Rebirth album, but I've actually met people that said it was trash. I don't think that's a cult following thing because I actually think the Rebirth album is actually really good. Mm-hmm. But certain people hate it. Yeah. This, on the other hand, I feel like there's going to be people that love this project. It's going to mean something to them. But but as far as me, it doesn't really come off as fully alternative. The vocals he was using was trash. I think if he would have just trash. Dang. Like some of the vocals, like his vocal range is not good. And just like when you listen to Baby, it's just like he sounds bad. It's just like it just sounds like somebody I feel like I can go in the booth and sing better. Just T-Pain it. Just T-Pain it, man. It might sound a little bit better. And I just wasn't feeling it, man. He got 3 joints on here that I could really bang with, and 10 joints that I just straight skip.
Well, damn. I'm gonna go start it off with Lemon Drop. Logic, don't ever do that again. Lemon Drop, I feel like was corny upon corny. I didn't like it. But anyways, Time Machine, I wasn't really feeling it. It just didn't sound right because of his vocal range. Baby, I really wasn't feeling it, but I did like the whole Biz Markie thing, but I just didn't feel like it really grab held on me or whatever like that. Best Friend, Vacation for Myself, and I Love You Forever, I really wasn't feeling it. It's because of his vocals. Now, this is not the first time we hear Logic singing, and everything like that. This ain't the first time, but we have got versions of him singing where he sounded kind of better than this. And I think that's what the thing it is. It's just the fact that I kind of think he took it down a notch just because he was doing something to a different kind of production. Because, we have various songs with Logic singing where he kills it. And so on these songs on here, I was just like, okay, come on. I know you can sound better than this. So that's when it comes to me. It's just like, I know Logic can do better than some of the vocals he's doing. And I feel like, it's just, maybe this is just mood music, where I really felt like this was just recorded where he was just like, yo, this is how I'm feeling today. Give me some type of good guitar and acoustics and stuff, and I'm just going to sing whatever comes to my heart. And that's cool. But it doesn't translate to me as one of the best Logic songs. And I feel like when you hear a Logic project, regardless of how you feel about the project as a whole, he's always going to come out with something that makes you like, damn, he put his soul into that. He put his heart into that. And I don't get that from most of this project. And it's just me being a Logic fan. I always get that from a mixtape or an album. I get that one song that's like, yo, Logic put his heart into that. And not saying that he didn't put his heart into this, but I just feel like since he was doing something different, it really wasn't much as effort put into his normal selection of music. And I just feel like that kind of brought the project down for me. Even though it's a soundtrack complementing a novel, I don't feel like he put as much, like 100% into this like he does his regular albums.
I just want to go ahead with my final thoughts and say I listened to the whole book just to see if I would like the album more, and it didn't do a single bit to make me like this joint anymore. I think Logic should possibly stay away from this genre, and unless he gets somebody else to help him with the vocals or something, and just stay behind the scenes as a producer. Because even some of the beats are the simplest chord progression style of alternative, slight rock or blues that you could come up with. Like super easy chord progressions, nothing special. But I feel like this project would have been better as an instrumental on the backdrop of the project. I think that would have worked so much better because it works so well in the books when you just hear just the instrumental before the chapters come in. And except for you can leave the vocals for Can I Kick It in DeLorean. That's it. Everything else is just straight instrumental. That's how it should be to me.
Yeah, I feel like Logic is a creator, artist, and everything like that. And I applaud him for everything that he puts his mind to, because he definitely sets the standard of, you want to do something, go do it. Do what you love. He's always talking about that. Do what you love, do what you love, do what you love.
He talks about that in the book too.
And I think that's cool. But also when it comes to like trying to execute something, even if it's just not, I want to do this from the side, even if it's something like I'm just trying, I still want you to put your all into it. I mean, it's cool. I know, like, I'm going to enjoy a couple songs here and there, but I would like to see this was like, I wish this was executed a little bit more thoroughly, because it could have came across as something more dynamic than what it could have been. I love the idea of everything, complimenting the soundtrack and everything like that. Shouts out to him doing his first novel and everything like that. It was really dope. But I just want him to put more effort into this if he chooses to do this, something like this again.
Final grade, X. It's not, no. It's not there. Good book.
Mm-hmm.
Check for the book. X for the project.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to hear this again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's one of those joints that's trash, but you like some things about it. I just that's really what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, sad as I want to say, I have to give it X, and the only reason is because I don't feel like it's.
Shit.
I don't.
He
feel,
gave Logic X.
I feel like
his favorite rapper.
There's a couple songs you can come back to, and it's just like I'm into alternative rock and everything like that too, and it's just like this won't be some that I will come back to on the regular. And as a Logic fan, I gotta say, I just wouldn't recommend this. And I don't think, even if you're a fan, I think he would want his fans to be real. Now, I'm not just trying to say shit on the project, but I'm just saying I don't think it's a Logic project that I'm going to go back to from time to time. And I go back to a lot of his projects. So I just got to be honest and say, even though there's a couple good things here that I like that he did, it was all familiar and done before. And I think he's done it better before than he did it on this project. So, yeah.
What project was that? Where he had a skit where a song was playing in the background, sounding somewhat alternative, and he's like, "Yo, Six, you ain't supposed to be playing that."
Oh, that was on that was the mixtape before
Bobby Tarantino.
Was it Bobby Tarantino 1? Yeah.
Was one of those songs that was playing?
No, it was for the song on the next album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was on everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe he gave you Logic X.
Sorry, y'all. I'm just being real.